Coming up on Look Today, well, preparations are being made for the 2016 Saratoga Springs Horse Show. I've got details. And workers continue to strike against Verizon. More on that coming up. And U.S. Representative Elise Stefanik's Support Our Military Caregivers Act is unanimously passed. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm J. Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Bill Jabot. He's the chairperson of the Saratoga Lions Memorial Day Duathlon, and we're joined by Bob Nevins. He's the founder and director of Saratoga Warhorse. He's here to talk about the Memorial Day Duathlon on May 29th. And I also sit down with Gail Veach. Now, she's a spokesperson from Saratoga Mom Prom, to talk about their fundraising event for Floyd Warriors, a nonprofit organization that helps families cope with cancer. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, we've got these headline stories. And well, in our lead story, preparations are being made and the stage is being set for the 2016 Saratoga Springs Horse Show. Now, the show is set to open next Wednesday, and it will run for 3 weeks. Now, with more than $300,000 in prize money, the show is run as a fundraiser by the Capital Fund of Saratoga County. All proceeds go to the charities throughout the region. The Capital Fund contracts with Yaddo to use its show ring grounds, which is off of Union Avenue in Saratoga. Now, this year, the Capital Fund hopes to sell out during the second week with an estimated amount of 550 horses participating. More than 450 horses are expected in the first week alone. Well, we spoke to the president and CEO of the Capital Fund, Tom Fuston, about the upcoming event.
Yes, the Capital Fund runs the Saratoga Springs Horse Show. They took it over in 2011 from St. Clemens. We've been running it, this will be our 5th year. The whole focus of the Capital Fund is that we run this fundraiser and use the profits from the fundraiser to help support other charities in Saratoga County that are helping others. Well,
in other news, well, after 50 years of teaching at SUNY Adirondack in Queensbury, business professor Nicholas Buttino, he's going to retire. After 6 years of teaching high school business, Buttino started his career in 1966 when the school was called Adirondack Community College, and believe it or not, the campus at the time was a converted furniture store in Fort Edward. Well, the following year, the college moved to its current location on Bay Road in Queensbury. Now, during his long career, he has seen many transformations on campus, including the construction of many new buildings, as well as developments in technology. Well, congratulations to Buttino for his commitment to teaching students and for his loyalty to the community. Switching from news to weather. Well, finally, today saw a lot of sunshine with a few clouds. Let's see how the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first weekend forecast. Back to the news. Well, check this out. U.S. Representative Elise Stefanik had introduced the Support Our Military Caregivers Act last November. Well, today, the Veterans Health Subcommittee unanimously passed her bill. Well, according to Stefanik, military caregivers are silent heroes in our communities. Major features of the program include providing medical support for caregivers and providing stipends to compensate for caregivers' time. Congratulations, Congresswoman. In other news, well, we've got an update on the ongoing Verizon strike. We've been covering this. About 2 weeks ago, more than 36,000 Verizon workers walked off their jobs in protest of outsourcing jobs and contracting non-union, low-wage workers. Workers are also upset about being relocated for long periods of time away from their families. Well, after a meeting between Verizon and the union, Communication Workers of America, Verizon have put forward their final and best offer. Well, this proposal includes a 7.5% wage increase and protection from layoffs. In the last 2 weeks, we have spoken to strikers in Glens Falls, as well as the Ballston Spa area. Well, today we spoke to CWA member Mike Okonski. He's picketing on Putnam Street in Saratoga Springs, and we asked him how the strike affects union family members.
Oh, it's been affecting everybody's family, but, not collecting a paycheck, and it brings a lot of suffering and a lot of stress on the family. And, it's hard to make ends meet.
Well, today's Friday. Guess what that means? It's time for a weekly look at movies with Jackson Murphy. Now we're going to check in with Jackson for an update on new movies at home and in the theater.
I'm Jackson Murphy, and it's time for this weekend's Look TV Look at Movies. The comedy team Key and Peele make their mainstream movie debut in Keanu. A beloved kitten is stolen, and the duo have to turn gangsta to try to get it back. Keanu is rated R. From director Gary Marshall, who brought us Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve, comes Mother's Day, with intertwining stories starring Julia Roberts, Jennifer Aniston, and Kate Hudson. The sentimental comedy is rated PG-13. And the animated sci-fi adventure Ratchet and Clank, based on the popular video game series, features the voices of John Goodman, Paul Giamatti, Rosario Dawson, and Sylvester Stallone. It's rated PG. Leading the way for new at-home viewing is Ride Along 2, with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube added again. And big news for Deadpool fans, as the hit film is now available in digital formats 2 weeks ahead of its Blu-ray DVD release. Enjoy the movies, everybody. I'll see you back here next week. I'm Jackson Murphy.
Thanks very much, Jackson. And remember, you can catch a look at movies every Friday right here on Look TV. Well, up next, I sit down with Bill Jabot. He's the chairperson of the Saratoga Lions Memorial Day Duathlon. And we're joined by Bob Nevins. He's the founder and director of Saratoga Warhorse. They're here to talk about the Memorial Day Duathlon on May 29th. Plus, I also sit down with Gail Veach. She's a spokesperson for the Saratoga Mom Prom to talk about their fundraiser event for Floyd Warriors, a nonprofit organization that helps families cope with cancer. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, I got a couple of lookouts. First and foremost, of course, a lookout goes to Jesselyn, who just joined us, by the way, and Andrew and Drew and Jack and Joel for making this program possible each week. Thank you, everybody. And also, I just want to tell you, I was at Mangino GMC Buick this morning to get my car oil changed, and Catherine in the service department was just terrific. You know, you can buy a car any place, but the Manginos just have something special about the way they treat people. So if you're looking for a GMC or a Buick or a Chevrolet, how's this for an infomercial? You should check out the Manginos. All right, tonight on Look TV, it's Beyond the Headlines and a bunch of episodes of Tracks, including a premiere. And don't forget, have a good weekend and tune in Monday night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.